Hi, Becky from Bella Rose Kisses here to talk about a dirty little secret. Ladies, I'm talking about your dirty makeup brushes. These are dirty. I normally wash mine about once a week. These are overdue. They're nasty. Did you know that 45% of people don't wash their makeup brushes? Ew, 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 ew. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to use our brush cleaner to clean your brushes. This is good for any type of brushes that you may have. I'm going to show you how to clean them and talk to you a little bit about the 5 reasons you want to clean your makeup brushes. I promise you, you want to clean it. Okay, we are going to clean all of our dirty makeup brushes. This water, I already heated it up a little bit so that it is warm. I put a little splash in here. I take my brush cleaner, and I don't do these all at once. I'm going to show you how nasty this is. This is one of my foundation brushes. So put it in here, swirl it around for 20 seconds or so, however long. Sometimes the brushes may need a little more, another trip through the cycle here. But my foundation brushes and the larger brushes, I tend to do those individually, whereas the other brushes I'll do multiple at a time, but there is so much product on here that you just have to. So number one reason that you want to clean your brushes, did you know dirty brushes cause breakouts and irritation due to bacteria, oil, dirt, all that's accumulated on them? Oh, so gross. Okay, so there's the first one. Look at all that stuff. But then I'm gonna go through with warm water, maybe a little cooler, and try to get out the excess. Like, see all that stuff coming out in my sink? So gross. Now this brush has so much in it. I'm actually probably gonna do a second cycle here. If you also have a, oh gosh, what are they called? Like, I have an electric brush cleaner too that I use when I'm doing my makeup on other people. That way I can clean out, using the alcohol, I can clean them out and get rid of all the extra bacteria. So sometimes you may want to do that too, aside from this. You can see the water is a little more clear this time. There's definitely a ton of gunk in there. So, okay, that one. But I promise you want to do this. Another reason you want to do this, dirty brushes negatively affect color payoff of your Senna Cosmetics, so your color's not going to apply as well as it should if your brushes are not clean. So hopefully you can see that that brush is way cleaner. All right, so we're not done yet. What I do is I lay it here on this towel over here, and I make sure that the handle is pointing down. That way the water does not wick up into the handle. Now this is pretty dirty. I'll give some more cleaner in here. See how much I have left. I need to open a new bottle. That one's empty. This one, will you do a couple of my smaller brushes that only have the one end. That's probably enough. Well, no, okay, we'll do those. Okay, same thing. I am going to spin these around 20 seconds. Okay. Now individually go in and make sure they are cleaned off. Again, laying them so that direction. One other thing to think about, dirty brushes don't allow product to be well blended or applied with precision. So when you're putting on makeup with dirty brushes, it's not gonna go the way you want it to. This one I can see needs a little bit more, so this guy can go back in. One way I can kind of tell whether the brushes are clean, like they should be, is if I can kind of fan them like this, they're in pretty decent shape. When they're gunky and full, and of course it depends on the brush, this one you can't really fan. But if you can do this again, and like they kind of bounce back to where they're supposed to be, I get the feeling that they're in decent shape. So again, dry them off a little bit, point them down. This right here, oops, I'm gonna add a little more solution too. And I will throw in a few more brushes. This is double-sided, so I have to clean the other side still. Okay, 2 more brushes, and they are 2 of my larger brushes, so I give them time all alone. This is my blush brush. Something else to think about with cleaning your brushes regularly. Cleaning them keeps them in good shape and prolongs their life, which protects your investment, because let's face it, these brushes are not cheap. So if you care for them, they will last longer. Something I have definitely noticed. Another reason you want to clean your brushes regularly, and again, I do mine once a week, dirty brushes can cross-contaminate your products and cause them to spoil. So if you have dirty brushes and you take some bacteria that's on this and then put it in your product, chances are good you're going to ruin that product too. So you're going to ruin your brush, your product, put that on your face. It's just not going to be pretty. This one doesn't get nearly as gunky. Okay, final brush. This one definitely gets its own, and I'm probably using too much product here, but you know, that's just the way it is. Okay, this is the brush that gets the most use. I use this, it's a foundation brush, but I use it to apply my green concealer and my color correcting tinted moisturizer to cancel out the reds, because green cancels out red. So I use that on my freckles and blemishes. But this brush gets a ton of use. Not nearly as dark as the foundation brush. I consider this my color correcting tinted moisturizer brush. It's not what it's called, but that's what I consider it. But you can see it's definitely a lot of extra product in there. Let's see how clean this one is getting. This one will definitely get another cycle. If you can see that there? There's still a ton of product in there. Like I said, this one gets used a lot. So we are going to clean it out. And give it more stuff. It's important to make sure you're giving your brushes the right amount of cleaning. You can tell if it's still cakey and muddy, it is not clean. So you may have to do this more than once. And I put in extra hot water in this too. Again, I also have an electric brush cleaner that I will use with alcohol, professional cleaning alcohol. If you are doing cosmetics, makeup, and anyone else, and you're using brushes on other people, you have to make sure you do that. It's gross if you don't. So these are my own personal brushes, so I will do that every once in a while just to like kill any extra bacteria. But again, if you're working on anybody else, make sure you use the recommended alcohol with the correct percentage. You can see this one, still kind of cakey. I'm gonna actually let this one sit before finishing it. So what I'm gonna do super hot water. It's hot. And while I don't like to let my brushes soak because I don't want that water and products wicking up into there, I also want these to be clean. So that's what I do. And then I take these brushes and I leave them for a long time. Normally I try to do this if I am going to do my makeup in the morning. I might clean them right away after. That way, hopefully by the next day when I'm ready to do my makeup again, they're dry. Sometimes like the larger brushes, those take a little bit longer. So keep that in mind. Don't think you can wash your brushes right away and then use them. It's gonna be a while before they dry. Something to keep in mind, make sure you are cleaning your brushes at least once a week. Reasons: dirty brushes cause breakouts and irritation due to bacteria, oil, dirt accumulated on them. Also, dirty brushes negatively affect the color payoff of your scented cosmetics. And of course, dirty brushes do not allow the product to be well blended or applied with precision. Cleaning your brushes keeps them in good shape and prolongs their life, which protects your investment, your brushes, and your product. And dirty brushes can cross-contaminate your products and cause them to spoil. Bottom line, use this. Ooh, gross. Make sure you are cleaning your brushes. Bye, until next time.